Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I'm sure people are busy getting ready or traveling or finishing up work or whatever you are up to today. But I just wanted to pop in here this morning for my daily live and tell you a little bit about a myth that I wanted to dispel. All right. So our topic for today, can anyone sing or play an instrument? So, first things first, I should introduce myself. My name is Andrea Orem. I'm a music teacher. I mentor new music teachers and teach piano, voice for speakers and singers, and ukulele. So that's a little bit about me. If you want to, if you're new around here and you want to share a little bit in the comments about you, I would love to get to know you better, knowing maybe what you do or how many people are in your family or something that you've always dreamed of doing but never actually followed through on yet. So something you've always dreamed of doing, but you haven't followed through on yet. That would be super fun for me. I love getting to know people. I think people are fascinating, fun facts about people, all sorts of stuff. It's fun, right? It's fun, at least for me. It's fun getting to know people. So with that said, let's get into our topic for today. Our topic, can anyone sing or play an instrument? The myth I want to debunk is this. So many people I come across when they hear that I'm a music teacher, they say, "Oh, well, I can't sing." So, and then they, go on with something else, right? Here's the myth. Everyone can sing. It's just a matter of having the right tools to make it happen in a way that is either super beautiful to hear, somewhat beautiful to hear, challenging to be beautiful to hear, but that really just comes down with experience and having the tools that they need to do it well, right? So everyone can. It's just a matter of if they have put in the effort and time and also have the tools to be successful. The same thing goes with so many other things in life, though. Drawing, painting, running even. I'm not a good runner right now, but if I wanted to be, I could put in the time and effort and learning this even additional skills on how to do it better, right? So the same thing applies to music too. So many people have this misunderstanding, I think, that music is just a talent that you're born with. Either you can do it or you can't. And that's not true. And I'm excited to tell you that that's not true because that really benefits you. If you've always wanted to sing, if you've always wanted to improve with your singing voice, or if you've always wanted to play an instrument. I posted a cool poll or a question earlier this week, and so many people were posting different instruments they've always wanted to play or something they've always wanted to learn how to do musically. And that was so cool for me because it shows me everybody wants to. Everybody has, well, not everybody, but so many people have these dreams of being able to play an instrument or be able to sing well or, whatever that is, whatever that looks like for you. And I want to tell you that you can do it. You may need to have some support. You may need to have some coaching, a teacher or a mentor to walk you through, okay, how do you do especially at the beginning. I totally recommend coaching or lessons, especially in the beginning, so that A, you don't feel so overwhelmed at the beginning, and B, so that you actually develop good technique at the beginning. For example, your hands need to be curved a certain way for piano. If you don't get a piano teacher or a piano mentor for coaching or lessons early on, you might develop some bad hand positions or hand techniques that make playing more challenging music really difficult later on. So it's really helpful, for example, to have a piano teacher at the beginning or for singing. It can be super helpful when you're starting out wanting to sing more in depth or more often. It can be really useful to have a coach or a teacher to walk you through technique for things like breathing or things like how to use the different parts of your voice, because you have different parts of your voice, if you didn't know that. And so, excuse me, I think I've got a frog in my throat. I don't know what that's about. we go. But you have different parts of your voice, and it can be super helpful when you're starting out wanting to do it more or do it more seriously, singing more seriously, to have somebody walk you through that and navigate that. Learn how to use your breathing system well. Learn how to use the different parts of your voice well, or at least safely, so you don't hurt your voice, because I know so many people who are like, oh, I'm a super good singer, right? They sing a lot, and then they sing with certain techniques or lack of techniques that end up harming their voice later on. Some people to an extreme where they need vocal surgery. Hopefully that's not the case for the average person, but it does happen. And I want to make sure that people use their voice in a healthy way, and a way that they're going to be able to continue using it for so many years to come. So I hope that that makes sense. I teach voice, I teach piano, I teach ukulele, like I said before. And if you're interested in that, I teach it both in person and online. You can check out the link in the description of this video, and you can look into kind of how I teach, because it's not just important to get a teacher. If you're, especially at the beginning like this, it's important to get a teacher that you connect with, that you believe in the way that they do things, not just that they do things. Because there's different philosophies of how to do in music. There's different philosophies, especially for beginners, about how to approach certain topics and certain things. And I know that seems like it's maybe getting a little nerdy or deep down in there, but I will say you will enjoy the lesson experience so much more if you take a second to look and see, okay, what does this teacher, do? Or how does this teacher do something? Does that click with the way I operate? Does that click with the way I think? Does that click with how I believe certain things, right? And I think if you take just that one extra step to look into what the teacher is all about or their personality, and make sure that you'll click with them before you invest in lessons, I think that'll really make your experience the best possible. Okay. So whether you reach out to somebody in your local area, if you're not local to me, or whether you reach out to me or somebody else who teaches online, whatever way that you want to do it, just make sure that you tap into that, because I think you'll really enjoy it a lot more if you do. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if you're like, oh, I've never thought about it that way before. Or maybe you have, and I would love to hear in the comments as well. So I see a couple people popping in the comments. I'm going to put them up on screen because that's super fun. Gabriella says, I can sing. I did choir for years in school. That's awesome, Gabriella. I'm so glad that you had that experience. I love recommending choirs to people, because choir teaches you so many techniques like we were talking about, and gives you that community. I mean, I'm in a choir and I teach lots of choirs. So yes, I totally recommend that. Some people, the timing of when the rehearsals are or the commitment level isn't the best fit for them. So that's where vocal coaching or lessons can come in. But yes, I love choir so much. And it's a great low entry level, low barrier place to start for so many people, whether it's a church choir or a community choir. All right, with that, I don't see any other comments, but if you have something to share, comment #replay if you are catching us on the replay. All right, hope you have an awesome Thanksgiving. I will try and pop in live tomorrow, actually, too. But I don't know what time it's going to be. All right. So it'll just be in the Strength Train Your Voice group. So if you're not in the group already, if you're watching this elsewhere, It's good for you. Check out the link in the description of this video. I'm only going live tomorrow in the Strength Train Your Voice group, which actually there's a lot of information that could be useful for you for voice training and such in that group. So in the guide section. So check that out if you are interested, if you want to catch me live tomorrow and probably Friday too, actually. So tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, I'm going live only in the Strength Train Your Voice group. All right. Catch you then. Bye for now.